rapidly feeling like home already for Spurs. Here we go then. Can Spurs make the statement they are hoping for in front of their own fans?
And he's building. Moura's on the attack for Spurs now.
Might open up for Lucas Moura.
Findings that he would have expected have not come through the door just yet.
And they come again. He's still the second day of September. Spurs making good ground through Lamela before Lucas Moura takes over. Takes on Skriniar. Lucas Moura continues his excellent records fixture in front of their own fans this summer. And Lucas Moura.
And now the timing has to be right at the pass. It is. Moura's 1v1. He showed him onto Moura's strong right foot. It's a brilliant strike. Brilliant goal by Spurs.
Moura, third appearance in the International Champions Cup this summer. As Walker Peters. This summer, Serge Aurier is currently injured as well. And now Van Foyt. There is Ivan Perisic.
Oh, Inter still have a couple of weeks left before their season starts, so they're certainly behind in fit.
Moving forward again. Sissoko forced wider than intended. A rangy run before Lucas Moura takes over.
These problems with the Inter Milan ultras in terms of their supporters and upsetting.
Making his mark in Milan.
Can't compete wages.
There's Esposito. He did well to win it and delivered it with Kane. Trying to muscle his way through the middle. Go past a lot of them. There's Harry Winks. Harry Kane looking to lay it off. The outcome attempting the challenge from there. So will long for the run of Gagliardini. He closed down by Brozovic, who got an important boot to it. Well, Perisic to have
an Inter break, and although Tottenham have numbers back, if even how strong they will be.
Here comes Spurs with Sissoko. Will shot before the big kickoff. It's not the case in Serie A. There's Danny Rose.
Actually, picks the ball up, drives at them, power, pace. Earlier, I just don't see why he's been.
It will be Harry Kane, and he knew from the moment it left his boot it wasn't accurate enough. Never troubling the target for his country. Challenges flying in again, and it's Lamela once more that brings it away. Shutters still have it, and they advance dangerously. Dalbert's going to be pulled. There is Dalbert, and then that was the furthest forward, too far forward. Esposito.
The contact goes down and wins his team a free kick.
At Frankfurt last season, he's won the free kick since he takes it, the new signing. Spurs with Dalbert to advance, taking on the back-pedalling Walker Peters. Does have men in the middle to aim for. The crosses behind season with the new coach in charge. Inside foray forward once more. It was there to be hit. Brett off the frame of the goal. Well, he caught it so.
Giving around that 10 area, but here comes Harry Kane, Tottenham's own 10.
Complaints from Candreva.
No, in fact, he goes a high
forward for it. It will be Eric Lamela to take it. Kane was his initial target.
There is that Suso for AC Milan from that type of distance hit the target play.
Opens up for him because of that.
Andre Mario will pull back. Ambrosio for that initial tackle.
Into the challenge so far this summer as Lamela. That's Sissoko taking over. Lucas Moura in the middle.
Possession.
Gagliardini working it wide here for Esposito for Inter before continuing his.
See, these Tottenham supporters were unconvinced about him.
Here he is again, taking the ball from Walker Peters. Departure from Stamford Bridge before taking the Inter job just a day after Luciano Spalletti's departure.
Odan, who's come in from Atletico, will make this team even better
for the club against PSG last week. And Walker Peters again had covered good ground before Harry Kane takes over. He dished it to the start of the season. Now Inter have worked this wonderfully well, and here is the opening for the equalised signing this summer. Stefano Sensi kept his composure.
Brilliant build-up play. Talked about how good Tottenham are defence. At first you think he's going to open up play first time, but he doesn't. Settles it with a brilliant quality. It really is. And Inter Milan are back in this game.
Quality of the build-up and the coolness of the finish. It's a standout strike. Well, they come again. Gagliardini, the
base to his centre-half, in stark contrast to Walker Peters, who still has a lot.
He's done well to win that, even better to charge forward with it.
Just couldn't expected of Ndombele this season. And
Well, Lucas Moura as well. It was an intelligent ball. Esposito. Albert's ball will be reached in the end by Esposito. Lucas Moura, the man who started the scoring ahead of him. This is Sissoko.
It's in that 10, but it just seems like he gets that ball stuck under his feet. And as a...
Danny Rose and still away from Candreva. He's looking for Lucas. Might be the last action for many of these players today. Walker-Peters cut out by...
The ball needed to be better, but this one is.
And he gets it back from Sensi. When Lucas Moura put them in front, a well-worked goal. Teed up by Lamela. Competitive edge, which featured throughout that first 45, certainly remains here. It's tempting to beat. Rivals. Right under the nose, that one of Andre Mariner. With Dalbert with a little bit of room in which to work. Sensi flicking it forward.
Back forward, Tottenham just looking to play in behind Harry Winks and get on the ball. He knows those big switches a player on all day, and here's another one on the right-hand side.
In towards Dalbert, but it's too... Harry Kane. Eriksen arriving in support. This is Christian Eriksen.
See how hard the front players work. He gets...
Rose in plenty of space. Spurs with options in the middle. Lucas Moura. There's Rose again, dinking it down the line, asking Lucas Moura to chase it. It's the fly that gets...
But there's no doubt in his ability on the ball.
Sensi finding Dalbert, flag up on...
That's not by chance.
Dalbert picking up the pieces, finding Perisic, squaring up to Alderweireld.
Brozovic hooks that ball off him.
Back, Divine, Skriniar, obvious targets here. Kyle Walker-Peters, time to size up the Harry Winks. Eriksen to Walker-Peters, who will try again to provide the...
I don't know why I'm laughing. I've had so many in the face. It's not particularly fun when you get...
Dalbert with a really good ball forward. Politano trying to make the most of it. Danny Rose, one of his team, got it at the other end here. They have a couple to try and pick out in the middle. Perisic defensively. Couldn't quite get enough of a touch on that. Brozovic under...
Like to see his tackle count. Look at that slot. It's been competitive here. Mistake here though.
Handanovic giving it away to Eriksen. Tees it up for Eric Lamela. Comes to attack. Moura in full flight. Kane and Lamela in the middle. He's cut it back. Eric Lamela to keep the pressure on. Harry Winks. He thought about this. She's it into the path of Harry Kane. Skriniar, who shuts... Perisic is the target. He's going to get there just ahead of Alderweireld. Ivan Perisic out from the back. This is Dalbert. He's got a fair few to aim for. It's a wicked ball in. Hits
He's here now.
Yeah, 3 for Spurs, including in suspended for the first couple of matches of the Premier League season. But a huge ovation. Stop him, albeit unfairly.
The referee Andre Mariner
is Dalbert. Slips it back for Stefano Sensi. Skip is with him. Good frustration for him to have to sit out the first couple of games of the league campaign, won't it?
He's been so dynamic.
Well, let it go initially to see how far he would get, but it is a... He has to set himself.
Like that before that really bad injury, and it's a case of maybe he's looking at football. You know, he's got that type of range, and just not the same wavelength there. And it's a ball.
Oh, it's a brilliant ball. Stefano Sensi. It's a well-timed ball into the
part of it. Knew there was pace on the ball.
Heavily involved since his introduction. Sensi takes over and works the 1-2. Couldn't quite pick his way through.
Top corner, but Gazzaniga's read it so well, worked his feet, just come
after this corner kick, which is cleared away by Lucas on the near post. Port arriving as well, as Son goes through the gears. It's still with Heung-min Son. Danovic makes the save.
Great play off of against DeMarco. A forward by trade, works it on
Tom. Eriksen just lost his footing momentarily. Ball towards Parrott, but it will just... There's Puskas. The Romanian international at both senior and under. Here, the referee lets it go because it breaks favourably for Heung-min Son. Marsh trying to... Who deputised out in Asia as the starting left-back. And Kudu. Well, the 90 minutes are up. We will have 2 more before penalties are required. Tottenham Hotspur to take their turn first with Christian Eriksen. And it's saved by Handanovic.
I mean, that ability, that belief, and that's a poor penalty.
First kick of the shootout for Inter, and it's saved.
But he's gambled, he knows he's going in. Look how quick he gets there. Takes that.
Son for Spurs, scores.
Run-up says it all. Just bends his run to open up the goal. Looks at the keeper.
Up against Gatsanika. And we're all square. It's a really good penalty.
Light movement of the goalkeeper, knowing he can close the foot.
It's GK and Kudu for Spurs here. How about that? And also scores with a powerful penalty. Gatsanika level at 2-2.
It was hit so well, wasn't it? Hard and low.
Took over the captain's armband earlier in the game. Toby Alderweireld scores. And fifth of Handanovic.
Well, what Tottenham have done is they put all their experienced players.
Politano picks out the top corner.
That's a penalty to come across the ball there.
Stepping up, Oliver Skip from the spot, saved by Handanovic. And into one kick away. Up against Gatsanika. João Mario wins it wonderfully well. Kept it.
Composure.
After the 1-1 draw over 90 minutes here.